I wouldn't put no gender on it, because when we talk about multiple relationships, we have to also understand we're involving ourselves into these relationships. Mm-hmm. If the one relationship is hard for you, 2 relationships, 3, multiple, any relationship is gonna be way more problems for you. Is to actually fulfill these relationships, be everything to these relationships. Know that these relationships are not identical, so you have to fulfill them in individual ways. So I think when people get overwhelmed, they find the easier route. We know a lot of people find easier routes with anything in life. So I think it kind of drifted in that sense. And of course, basic to laws and everything, that kind of put, bigamy and everything into place for that. But if we're able and capable, now people are looking in a different light. A lot of people are practicing non-attachment. They don't want to chase to fill a void. They want to attract whatever's organic for them, filling themselves. So when you have that mindset, you can actually fulfill everything within yourself. I meet this relationship and I treat this relationship for whatever it is, knowing myself. I treat this relationship for whatever it is, knowing myself and knowing themselves too as well. But if one wants to attract something else or whatever, I'm okay with that. I want to know. I want to be able to have the ball in my court to make my own choices. A lot of people hate to have control of their own life. When it comes to marriage, what does the father do to the daughter? The father hands the daughter off to the next man.
As a possession.
As a possession. Mm-hmm. So if we're taught that, and that's programmed within us, what do you think we're gonna naturally do?
Possess.
So possess. This is what it is. We're gonna attach. I have ownership, but you have control of you. People lose their identity within a relationship because of their partner. Sometimes even unknowingly, because we find their interests so great because we want to be involved with them and attached to them. Their interests become our interests. We lose ourselves. And it's like really we lose a sense of self-dependence or interdependence. And then at the end of the day, we got to realize that we can organically actually put into the relationship ourselves, being ourselves, having our own interests, and we can collectively come together with their interests, evolving and strengthening our relationship. But people don't think in that way. People sit there and say, you know what, I feel like you're the leader or the main or the head of the relationship, so I'm just going to follow suit so much that I almost become you, losing myself in this process.
Me having 2 husbands,
they just living.
No, I could not have 2 husbands. I can have 2 men that I'm having sex with separately. It's going to have to be separate homes. It's going to have to be separate everything. Maybe I want to go on a date with one. I just want to have sex with the other.
But 2 different monogamous relationships.
No, because I have to actually focus on a relationship. Now, if it's strictly having sex or just,
that's easy.
I'm coming.
That's
this
easy.
is your job.
That's easy. You can have multiple. But actually calling them my husbands and I'm spending my time and my energy and emotions and hell no, that's draining. Like that is very draining and is demanding. And I already have a child, a small child. So I wouldn't need that in my life.
Did you do it?
And actually, I agree with her on that. No, it is very taxing. It's very taxing on your mind. It's very taxing on your psyche. You have to spread yourself thin and actually take yourself out of the equation and only think about the other 2 people in your relationships at certain points in times. So it's hard for you to focus on you. So if you're in a monogamous relationship, then yes, you have that time to focus on you. But if you're in a poly relationship, you're splitting your time between so many different people. Where is your time?
So I mean, I love that. So let me ask you, with that being said, do you guys now implement those same thoughts to Alex? Like, hey, he has to divide his time. Do you use that same ideology and cut him some slack?
We try to.
Oh,
they don't cut. Not cutting slack, no.
Yeah, see, I got you, bro.
I can be 100 and real with it. I try to, but the Leo in me is selfish.
Don't bring the Leo into it.
No, it is. Because in every other aspect, I see where you're coming from this. I see where you're coming from that. When it comes to something that is just selfishly for me, I can't see anything else.
I love your honesty, though.
No, yeah.
I can't.
I understand.
I can't see anything
That's a
else.
woman right there.
What?
All right, what about you?
This is what they chose. They chose to live this way.
With me,
yes. I try my best to kind of cut him some slack and understand where he's coming from because I could tell him straight up, no, I can't do it. I told her, no, I couldn't do it. If I was in her position, no. If another woman came into my marriage for 20 1 year, however long, no. I couldn't do it.
Poor Alex, man.
In my
I'm sorry.
mind. But I've never had that with anybody. I've never had that longevity with anybody. I've never had those anything with anybody that long. So I can't say no, that's not possible. But in regards to Alex and just his mental and everything that he deals with, I try my best to understand because I know it is very, very taxing. It's very hard. Me and Shalon were both fire signs. I kind of fade to the back, and he does say that a lot. He doesn't like when I do that. But in order for me to kind of let things play out and respect what's actually going on, I do have to fall back because I'm a very strong personality and a very strong individual. So I'm going to look like I'm trying to, move my way when really it's things that need to be worked out just solely between them two. I look at it like Shalon, I don't chalk it up to Leo, but I mean, if that's what she wants to say, in my mind, I felt like it's because she is his wife. And it's black and white. She's had him all these years. They had kids. They've moved from city to city. That ideal is hers. So I can't not, act like that's not happening. So I do understand everybody's perspective, and I still try and kind of get in where I fit in, which is